My apologies for the delay. My computer was rushed to the hospital. Old Blue is back home now and in excellent health. We start with a few tedious definitions: syncretism and cognitive dissonance. Religious syncretism exhibits the blending of two or more religious belief systems into a new system, or the incorporation of beliefs from unrelated traditions into a religious tradition. In the extreme, it is entirely possible for religious organizations, not mine, of course, to hold syncretic doctrines. For example, the Bible teaches in 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16, that do you not know that you are a temple of God and that the Spirit of God dwells in you? Thoughtlessly or with intent, many Christian religious organizations treat the building as a sacred house of God. Clearly, this demonstrates the existence of beliefs, one scriptural and one not, in this case conflicting, found within the same organizational doctrine. Conflicting or not, syncretic positions should be an anathema for evangelicals. However, usually these pass unnoticed. Syncretism is not only found in doctrines and in practices of organizations, but are harbored in the individual Christian as well, especially ministers and super especially in missionaries. There is this one phrase common to missionaries that is fingernails on a chalkboard for me. Here it goes. God is on our side. This is arrogant, this is ignorant, and this inspires a long list of pejoratives. These few words powerfully testify against our understanding of the Almighty. Really, the Creator, this unchanging deity, has changed sides? God forbid. He is eternally on the side of humanity, no matter what. He is never not on our side, nor not on the sinner's side, much the same thing, to be honest. For if while we were enemies, we were reconciled to God through the death of his Son, much more, having been reconciled, we shall be saved by his life. Romans chapter 5, verse 10. Plain it is. In this extreme, syncretism, as an example, where two beliefs are so radically contrary and are thus at loggerheads, that tension between the two should create within us an effect recognized by psychology. It is called cognitive dissonance. It occurs when one person holds contrary beliefs, ideas, or values, and is typically experienced as psychological stress when they participate in an action that goes against one or more of them. Although I am not the one uttering that awful phrase of exclusivity, God is on our side, just hearing it causes the ever-sensitive me stress and indirect cognitive dissonance. Now, as promised, we come to Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay's sainted quarterback. It has been reported that Mr. Rodgers left not his neighborhood, but Christianity. Why? Articles suggest he left the faith after receiving an answer to a question he shared with his spiritual mentor. That must have been some question, and that must have been some answer. The articles claim the question was something in the nature of, if an individual never has the opportunity to hear the gospel of Jesus, is he lost? The mentor's answer was, yes. It is very tempting for me to confirm the mentor's answer. However, I hesitate on two grounds. First, who is accepted into the kingdom and who is not is the Almighty's business, and it's certainly not mine. Second, this yes might well betray a monstrous misunderstanding of our Creator. Regarding the first, Our old friend from the Sermon on the Mount is pressed into service. Matthew chapter 7, verses 1 and 2. Do not judge, lest you be judged. For in the way you judge, you will be judged, and by your standard of measure, it will be measured to you. Judgment is the Almighty's ministry, not mine, not yours. He is the judge. We are the criminals, each one of us. I do not want a criminal as my judge. I want the judge as my judge. He practices perfect mercy. We practice a very imperfect mercy. Aaron Rodgers' mentor should not have taken God's place, but that he did. He simply cannot state emphatically who is and who is not saved. God can and does, and only God. But Scripture has provided us with specific rules for salvation. Amazing it is how many different interpretations of the steps necessary for salvation there are. Our straw man's question, would God not be immoral if he did not obey his rules? Silly rabbit. Love the Trix commercials. God is morality just as he is love. Whatever God does or does not do is moral, including dispensing the free gift of salvation. Now, those last two sentences are incredibly important, and they should help guide our theologies. And they bring us to our second point. We might be misunderstanding the Almighty's relationship with salvation. There is this one divine passage that brings me endless comfort. Exodus chapter 33, verse 19. And he said, I will make all my goodness pass before thee, and I will proclaim the name of the Lord before thee, and will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and will show mercy on whom I will show mercy. Notice the divine's qualification for sharing mercy. His choice. No other qualification. Keep in mind Romans chapter 5, verse 15. But the free gift is not like the transgression. For if the transgression of the one many died, much more did the grace of God and the gift by the grace of the one man, Jesus Christ, abound to many. Salvation is a free gift, undeserved, unaffordable, unowed. Back to our straw man. This time he asks, but suppose I have accomplished all the rituals of the religious organization to which I belong. Kissing a rattlesnake, juggling porcupines, uttering the sinner's prayer, or repenting and being baptized, as well my many good deeds which are inspired of my true love for him. Surely the Almighty is obligated to save me. Not so. It's a free gift. And free gifts are given freely and not under duress or obligation. They are not owed. He is the creator, and we are mere creation. Think, if we could obligate God, he would not be God, nor would we need faith. Scary, isn't it? With a pure intent, I can do everything I'm supposed to do for salvation's sake and still not be saved, while some arch sinner gets saved. And the Creator would be just. In faith, we believe we are saved. We own a growing faith, a growing belief that he extends his mercy freely, even to moral shipwrecks like me. And that is exactly what we should be doing. But if the Almighty chooses not to share his mercy with me, I have no complaint. It is a free gift, and I trust him no matter what. I pray that his free gift of salvation is shared far more broadly than I think it is. In any case, let the divine judge, and let the divine share his mercy as he deems appropriate. Thus ends this video. The next video may be a sincere request for your help, not in a monetary sense. Thank you for watching. God bless you and yours.